Hey, what's good everyone? Welcome to Ice Drink Diaries, Local Iceman here. In today's video I'm going to talk about the wash water basket again, but today I'm going to talk about the best way to clean this thing. Because if you had to clean this thing before, you know it's a pain in the ass. My secret to get this thing clean really easy, it takes a little time, but it's really easy, is to get it dry first. Basically what I do is at night, if I'm not working, I'll have the night driver do this, is you take this basket out and stick it somewhere warm. In our case, we stick it in the compressor room or the hot water heater closet. And if you get it really dry, as you can see right now, it's pretty dry. This stuff right here, this comes right off. If you've had to clean this before, when it's all wet and nasty, it's really hard to clean. Let me give you a better view right here real quick. So essentially what I do is I scrub it on the outside and scrub it on the inside. As you can see, it gets really clean. If you try to do this when this stuff is all wet, you're just gonna kind of scrub over the top of it. So using a scrub brush on the inside, because it kind of just breaks the fibers apart, and on the outside. Because all those hairs are kind of entangled in this mesh right here, so you kind of have to break the hairs apart. It takes a little elbow grease, but after a few minutes of scrubbing here, as you can see, it just comes right off. Again, you tack it from the inside and the outside. I won't really use a wire brush. I think a wired brush would probably damage the screen. These bristles are not very stiff. It's just a cleaning brush I have. A stiffer brush probably to yield better results. But as you can see, with a little effort here, it's coming right off. And at the end, what I usually do is then I rinse it with water to get all the loose stuff out. But I'm just really basically down to the stuff that's really entangled in there. Again, this is much easier to do when it's dry. If you try to do this when it's wet, it's just not gonna happen. So you should be cleaning this thing out every couple months. As you can see there, it's much better than it was before. There's some spots still that need a little work. This bottom part is always harder to get because you can't really get the brush in there very well. It kind of really depends on kind of how anal you want to be as far as getting it clean. The bottom here gets most of the crap because, you know, water flows downward. So you want to make sure before you rinse with water that you got all of it out that you want to get out. Because once it gets wet, it's a little tough to scrub. Find the bristles just kind of float over the hair instead of kind of through it. Because right now we're just basically breaking everything apart is what we're doing. It's so dry and brittle, it just falls right off. I think I'm to the point where I'm pretty happy with it, to where if I just rinse it out right now, it's almost good to go. All right, I'll try to do before and after picture here side by side, but I think it's good to go. Looking pretty clean. Let's go ahead and rinse it out and I'll show you the final result. All right, here's the final result. Not looking too shabby at all. So again, the best way to clean this thing is get it dry. Get it as dry as you can. Stick it in a dry room overnight. I never try to throw a heater on it or anything. I just stuck it in a dry room, come back the next morning. It's pretty dry and flaky and the stuff comes right off. So, yeah, not rocket science, but just a little advice from your local Iceman. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. And like the local Iceman says, stay cool.